to drop a footnote here and make it very clear that my ranking of the taglines has nothing to do with my ranking of the actual human beings on the show, the characters on the show. Separate all my personal feelings from each of these people. I'm going to give you my feelings. Now, here is how I rank these taglines. I based it on, I like something iconic. I like something witty. I want to stress again, back in the old day, like Anakin Koses came up with her own tagline. It's different now. I really am losing my voice. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel great. I just have a really sore throat, which I think is from flying to New York for 48 hours. It's different. You could suggest your tagline, but 9 out of 10 times your tagline they give you, or you suggest it, or you suggest 2 or 3 and they pick one. I could already tell you, I mean, these women did not write their own taglines. Okay, we'll get into that. But I'm going to base it on like what is iconic and what does it refer to and how clever is it. So number 8, number 7, we have 7 taglines. My number 7 tagline is I'm bougie, unbothered, and above your drama. Danielle Cabral. I'm putting this one last because now look, it's not her fault. We only have 2 seasons to work with versus, 13 plus seasons for Teresa. But I'm bougie, unbothered, and above your drama. Danielle, the bougie thing is like last season to me. Now, if we revisit the bougie in 10 seasons, I'll be excited. Kind of tired of hearing about bougie this and bougie that. You're unbothered and above the drama. You're not. So you're in Jennifer Aydin's face and you guys come to a SmackDown. So I just want to say that this is not exactly true. Excuse me. And it gets my 8th ranked place. Oh my God, it gets my 7th ranked place. Number 6. Again, we only have 2 seasons to choose from. Number 6, if you don't have my back, at least have a backbone. That is Rachel Fuda. And I like it. It is number 6. I think just because we don't have a lot to pull from. But she does come for Teresa with her husband, John, this season. She does have a backbone. I like the reference to at least have a backbone because here she is season 2. And I think this is like, she has replaced Melissa this season. It is going to be Fuda versus Teresa, John versus Louis, John and Rachel versus Teresa. And I am here for it. She does have a backbone. It still gets my number 6 just because there's not a lot of history. Remember, this is not how I like the people. I like Rachel and John just fine. Number 5, Messy G. Messy G says, and again, don't think these people wrote these taglines. They didn't. Don't think these people came up with their reunion looks. They didn't. Someone was so shocked a few weeks ago when I said that you have to get your reunion dress approved. They were like, what? Oh, yeah, honey, your dress has to be approved. They look at what Gertie's wearing, what Adriana's wearing, what Nicole is wearing. These two are too similar. Okay, we'll allow it. It's okay that Larsa and Adriana it's a whole process. So they don't pick their own taglines. They don't pick their own confessional looks. They pick a reunion dress, which then has to get approved. Number 5, it's hard not to burn bridges when you're on fire. It's number 5 ahead of the others. We don't have history. Melissa is referring to the fact that she's just hot, hot, hot. I mean, objectively, if I were to look at the cast and say who I think is the prettiest in the cast, just physically to me, Melissa Gorga is actually the prettiest woman in the cast. Not necessarily my favorite style, but granted, none of these New Jersey housewives have the style that I like. Dorit Kemsley has the style that is my taste, how I would dress if I were a woman or a housewife. But Melissa is very pretty, and so it's hard not to burn bridges when you're on fire. Kind of cute. Kind of not that great. Number 4 tagline. Friends are like handbags. The fake ones are all too easy to spot. Now, this lands in number 4. It's halfway. First of all, I said no favorites. We call it like it is. It's cute because it references her season 1, Miss Chanel, Miss Chanel, Miss Chanel. When I bought a Chanel watch fun story. When I bought a Chanel watch back in the day, I went to, it was my birthday, and Miss Aiden, Jennifer, took me out to lunch. I have absolutely no idea or memory where Jennifer Aiden took me to lunch, but she came into the city and she took me to lunch, which is very nice of her. There's no criticism. Very nice of Jennifer Aiden. We went to, here's a fun story, right? I just am like, we went to Chanel on 57th Street. I always wanted a J12. It's a great watch. I was just going to say, I could hold it up for those on YouTube. I don't have it here. It is in the Hamptons. It is a black like ceramic watch, and it has diamonds all around it and diamonds inside. The Chanel Black J12. I love it. It cost a certain amount. I bought it, and we did a video, me and Miss Aiden. And I posted it on my story, and I think she reposted it on her story. And Bravo, Miss Sarah Page, the PR at Bravo, called Jennifer Aiden, or one of the PR people, I have no idea who it was at the time, called her and said, "This is extremely inappropriate that you buy somebody who is a fan of the show this type of gift." So I don't know if the video implied that this was Jennifer trying to front and show that she's so wealthy and buying people Chanel watches, or is Bravo just mind your own fucking business? Don't call me. That ain't gonna go well if you call me. But I'm not on your fucking payroll. I'm on nobody's payroll. But Jennifer posted this story. I mean, I tagged her in it and she reposted it, and she got a call from the PR at Bravo that said, "Honey, it is very inappropriate to buy people, as fans of the show, this type of gift." And so Bravo was all in her business back then, and they thought she bought me this watch. I will not discuss the price because that is disgusting to do, but it is certainly not a cheap watch. And they thought she bought it for me, and she got a little ding for that, but she didn't do anything wrong. I'm just telling you the story about Chanel. So here I go on a tangent. So there you go. But then she took me to lunch, which was very nice. So this is referencing her Chanel handbags in the first season. But here's the problem I have with this. It's like, honey, I mean, I've been in your closet, Jennifer, and I like her. She's a good girl. She's misbehaving. She's the leaked DMs. She's sending out screeners to people. Teresa's paying some podcast or something, and Jennifer's sending out screeners. I've never heard of such behavior by actual people employed by a corporation. Very not okay. But it's not my problem. I don't work for any of these people. But I mean, Jennifer, are you trying to imply that all of your Chanel is real? Come on, girl. I gotta call it. Are you trying to imply? I think she had on something Louis Vuitton the other day, and I was like, honey, there's nothing wrong with not having the money to afford a real piece. There's nothing even wrong with wearing a fake if you say, oh, this is fake. It's a little misleading to try to pretend like it's real. I can spot a fake Louis a mile away, but also, girl, your Chanel's are not all real. So this is a cute tagline. The fake ones are all too easy to spot. Girl, I got you, and you got some fake ones. Just be honest. Number 3, someone else who has a lot of the fake ones too. So let's not. But her tagline, number 3, I really enjoy this tagline. She's very high up. I'm a girl from Paterson, playing Switzerland, dating an Irishman. Very cute. Now, Dolores Catania did not come up with this tagline. And none of these people came up with this tagline. This is such a creative, amazing tagline. She is a girl from Paterson. She is playing Switzerland, and she's dating an Irishman. This is hilarious. Like, the powers that be at Bravo understand that we all think Dolores is Switzerland, and we say she never picks a side. She's in the middle of the picture. Really, really funny tagline. If you wrote it yourself, I'd be impressed. But great tagline, Dolores. Number 3, because she is dating an Irishman. And I just love that they are making fun of her being Switzerland, because she is. She does not pick a side. They put her in the middle of the poster. So hilarious, this tagline. I really, really, really like it. Could have been number 1, but there's 2 I like better. I love number two. I love number two. She didn't write this because she's above it all. She probably had to almost take a shot to read this, and she don't drink. Number two, while you're taking cheap shots, I'm taking screenshots. Well, ain't that the truth? She has finstas, Margaret Josephs. We all know. The Saj, you guys know my friend the Saj, very lovely woman. She has businesses, Lady Macbeth, let's give it a shout out. Very lovely woman. She took the Ozempic. She admits it. Hey, girl, I took the Ozempic too. Yours is still working. Mine isn't. I'm doing some new regimens over here. So mine's going to start working again. I got some tricks up my sleeve. But she's taking cheap shots. While you're taking cheap shots, I'm taking screenshots. I mean, you mean to tell me Miss Josephs wanted to read this on air? Take $700,000, $800,000, Marge. Don't give that money up. It's good. Might be your last season, girl. So just take the money and run. So it's making light of the fact, just like with Dolores being Switzerland, we all know Margaret is taking screenshots. She has receipts. She has Finstas. There are so many phones under Margaret's bed. She like can't even find all. I'm telling you, on Jennifer Aiden, the Finstas, she gets in that box. She's throwing the phones everywhere. She can't even find them all. Miss Joseph says she invented the Finsta. She's a very smart woman, Marge. You should have, you know what, Marge? Instead of putting a whale on a shirt and getting yourself fucking sued, you really should have just invented the Finsta. Then you'd be like loaded. Number two, great tagline, Margaret. And number one, doesn't mean this is my favorite housewife from New Jersey. You can try to tear me down, but this tree just keeps on growing. I mean, after all these years, we have the tree huggers, we have the tree stumps. I got to be honest with you. The first time I heard the word tree stump was from Margaret Josephs. She really is good, that Margaret Josephs. So it's making reference to the fact that Bravo knows that we all call Teresa Trey. And I mean, everyone knows that. But this tree keeps on growing because she is a tree. They call her the tree huggers and the tree stumps. It's really funny to me, this tagline. So I like a little bit of the humor that the powers at NBC and Bravo used in these. Dolores, Teresa, and Margaret, I think are three hilarious. Switzerland, screenshots, and being a tree hugger. Brilliant, funny taglines. I guess I am excited about New Jersey. I mean, seems like I was. So it's back. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be a nice season. There is a bit of unfortunate news in the RHONJ community. So we do have to be serious and somber for a minute. We have had a passing. It is I don't wish bad on anybody. Come on. I'm just giving you the facts. We've had a passing